Ka-chow. I think we did it. Here we're gonna check something that we didn't check last time. Oh, all right, that's on the right audio. And this was not. Good thing I checked. Though honestly, it might be. It was on default. That was the problem last week. But what's up, everybody? I'm Long Tom. Welcome to Long Tom Lounge, where we play Kaverns and Klombos every Tuesday night. See. Yeah. Press A to start. We should probably start up the game. That would help. Yeah. Here with Monday Olives and Tron Karam. I expect to be joined by Remy Lexington. Spicy Plays any moment. And speak of the pepper themselves. Spicy Plays member for 17 months. That's wild. Spicy. Actually Monday I checked the other day. You were tied with Spicy for a long time, but you're down to 14 months. Spicy's 3 months ahead of you.
I must have had a couple months there where the auto thing lapsed because of my, really poor budgeting skills.
That may very well be the case.
Because I never turn it off, but I think once in a while, if there's no funds in it, it'll just kind of shut it off for a while and then turn it, try again the next month.
Yeah. I've had a similar experience myself, so don't feel bad. I'm just teasing. Oh, I'm wearing the wrong skin. All heck is breaking. You know what? I'm gonna be the wizard. But check out the shop real quick. See what we got. We got all this Scooby-Doo dang. The Scooby-Doo gang bag in the shop. There's the American Dad crossover. Well, no Legos, for probably fairly obvious, but still pretty cool. We got all the Teen Titans back.
The no Legos definitely makes sense to me, but I kind of wish there was some, because seeing Roger stand in minifig form would be really funny.
Yeah, Roger especially. But let's see. 4th of July stuff. I feel like we haven't had a really unique thing in the shop in a while.
It's been a while. Are they ever gonna bring back new build kits, or is that not a thing for a scene for now?
I mean, I would like to presume. They tend to do stuff that we talk about. I think now that we talked about, there's going to be a
let's go
a summer of Lego, and it's just going to be the super summer Lego sale. All the old sets are going to come back to the shop. It's going to be great.
Definitely.
Oh, I hope so. I have most of the sets, but I definitely still need the Daft Punk set. Yeah. It's really sad that I don't have it. It's one of my favorite things ever.
And stranger than Daft Punk bundles just came back to the set. What was it, 2 or 3 days ago? But without the Legos. So bizarre.
That is so bizarre.
So
yeah. I need the Spider-Man Friendly Neighborhood set.
Yeah, it's a good set. But it leads me to believe that it's probably just something like they had a deal with Daft Punk that ran out at a certain date. You know what I mean? It's got to be something.
Oh, I hope they can find a way to renew it. I need that set.
I mean, any sets would. I've heard rumor of more Ninjago coming. So that would be kind of cool stuff with that.
Well, there's a bunch of Ninjago vehicles they've never released yet either.
Yep. And I mean, we're always due for more Star Wars stuff. I don't care if it. Who knows? Who knows what we'll see? But I think when we get these new toys, we're gonna end up getting a lot of new stuff. Like I've said before, I'm sure we've probably had a prefab X-wing for Star Wars. Put it out. No vehicles. Crash. So hopefully, fingers crossed. Stuff. But like I said, I heard more Ninjago stuff. We've got rumored vehicle pieces, including motorcycle tires. In addition to the stuff that was shown in the stream. There's other things in it that I've heard about. Oh, of course, riding animals. So hopefully it comes as part of something bigger. Ta-da! Here it is. I'm so far away from you folks. I'll be right there.
Yeah, travel here. I got nothing. I was gonna try to make that funny. I got nothing.
Everybody training right now in this town square.
Yes, I see that, and I also hear it. It is cool though to see them all doing it.
Really.
Learning how to protect themselves next time.
Famous authors. Ooh, flag spike. Hello.
Wait, did someone build, or is someone building a Star Trek inspired ship outside of the town of Town?
I believe Spicy started building. Told us all not.
Oh, I'm going away. I'm going away.
I saw it was round, so it's too late. However,
I'm getting far away from it, and I'm not going back there until
the whole stream is looking. Everybody on the stream can see it.
I'm sorry, Spicy.
Hey. Oh yeah. Shameless self-promotion. I forgot about. Buy stuff in the shop or use code LONGTOWN. That's the spiel. Man, what's happened since last week? The stage is gone. The festival's over, guys.
Yeah, I saw that, and I was like, "Oh, that makes sense." But there was also a part of me that was like, "Whoa."
Yeah, your welcome home party.
Like, I literally spent a session and a half in front of that stage.
Right.
So, and when I logged in this morning, I was still in the square. So I was like, whoa.
Right. Keep messing with the horse. Different. I still like my. It is. It hurt my horse. You get another dragon? That's a different color than.
No, same one. I just changed the vest.
Oh, yeah, okay. Other angle.
Also realized I never had his emote equipped.
Oh, yeah.
Love that emote.
The hot dog emote, right?
Yeah.
Oh. Biz has no companion. Womp womp.
Oh, familiar for the Wiz.
Right? You would think she'd have something. But all right. Spicy.
Just keep feeding a chicken and let it follow you.
Spicy's in game, but not in. Hey, what's up, Luke?
That's correct, but from what I believe, he should be in Discord shortly. Yep, here he is now.
Ta-da! Spicy!
What up?
What's up, Spicy? My camera being weird tonight. I feel like it's being weird tonight. I feel like I'm in the wrong part of this. No,
You're where you're normally at, I think.
somewhere.
Oh, when you sit back, it's a little different.
Yeah, sitting back, you have a much smaller. If you move forward, you're bigger.
Normal.
A lot bigger.
Yeah, it's wild, right?
Yeah, I feel like you're normally like sitting closer or something. I don't know. That's weird. Maybe it's just me.
Well, I do tend to like sit like this when we're actually actively doing things. But then also
Right.
beyond that, my camera was over here instead of over here. So I was like, there's all this over here. All this space here. It was weirding me out. So I had to move the
Right.
camera back over here. I straighten it back out again.
I'll say something I discovered recently with I don't know if anyone here uses a FiFine mic, but the FiFine F-I-F-I-N-E. It's a pretty popular, cheap, dynamic mic you can get on Amazon. That's what I use, and I really like it. But I recently purchased another one. It came with the boom arm. They called the microphone's called an AM8, and then the other one's called the AM8T to show that it comes with the boom arm. When I got it though, it sounded different. It was like more sensitive. It was kind of louder, and then you can plug your headphones into the mic so you can hear yourself like in the monitor how you are in the mix, which is really really helpful. But like it almost sounded like stereo-y-ish, like it had like a doubling sound, and I thought it was something with my computer. And then I returned it, and then I got the actual AM8, the same one that I got originally, and that one also has the same issue. So the company FiFine, I think somewhere along the lines, kind of altered their firmware or PCB board or something. But this is something I just discovered because I just got the second one. I returned the AM8T, and I just got the other one tonight, and I tried them, and I'm like, shit sounds different. I don't know. I guess I'm gonna have to just deal with it, but yeah.
Yeah,
food for thought.
I decided I don't know. I'm gonna ask the AI to tell me how to set up my stream.
Right.
So, already minor. Hey, my camera that really just happened? Am I frozen on the stream? I think I'm frozen on the stream.
Yeah, it appears that way.
Yeah,
Yes.
Oh, yep. Now it is. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So, ironically, I was just mentioning how I asked AI how to set things up. So, tonight was going to be an experiment. Let's see. If we go to all of that, load. Hey, I'm unfrozen. Look at that. Maybe trying to run my camera at frames. But all right. Everybody's here. My camera's fixed. We'll find out when I rewatch the stream what I sound like with all these different filters. The AI told me to put on my mic, but yeah, gang's all here. We did the shop thing. I did the plug in myself thing. How was everybody's week?
Oh yeah.
Busy.
Pretty
That's
good.
my favorite. Oh yeah, on the show.
It was dynamite.
What about you, Luffy? How was your weekend? or your week in between Tuesdays, I guess. How was your whole week? Anybody working on anything cool?
I'm
Just
working on
collecting
stuff.
sprites. Just collecting sprites.
Yeah, I'm still working on my live performance stuff. It's not ready yet. Not ready yet. I'm pushing it back a little bit. Pushing it a little back. I forgot about like the holidays this month, and I got a lot of stuff going on in the background. But I'm making huge progress. It's still coming. It's gonna be incredible. I just there's a reason I didn't put a hard timeline on it. I kind of knew this was gonna happen. So
Yeah, yeah. I have the opposite thing. If I put a hard deadline on something, it will definitely get done, but there'll be no stopping me. I might get done at 3 a.m. then before the deadline, but I will.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I can operate under pressure. I just prefer not to on the
Oh,
stuff
yeah.
that I love.
Yeah, I have to sometimes I have to trick my brain.
Oh, totally valid and relatable. Oh my gosh, half of my day is just tricking myself into doing the right thing.
For me, it's a never-ending battle against my phone.
Oh,
It's just like, oh, let me look up this thing, and then I pick up the phone and do something completely different, like check something, and then I put the phone and I go, I didn't even do what I picked up the phone in the first place for.
yeah. I'm
And then,
I'm having
and
the
then,
same problem. Since the
oh
weather's
God,
gotten nice, I just want to sit on the porch.
yeah,
I occasionally try to leave my phone in my space when I leave it. Not all the time, but usually once or twice a day, and it's not bad.
Yeah, yeah. I've been trying to places. I traditionally have it with attached by a tether. Even if I'm just walking, have it. I'm gonna leave my phone here. Come back to it after I do the same thing where I'll go to do something, distracted by my phone. 20 minutes. I did the thing that I went to go to do or look up the thing I meant to look up when I picked up
yeah.
my phone. So I'm just gonna go and focus on this task real quick, and then I'll be back.
Yeah, it's definitely yeah, because it's like those times where I'm like I pick up the phone, and I'm also like I like to Reddit too, so then I'm like making posts and telling
Right,
strangers what I think of something, and I'm just like I shouldn't be doing like sometimes it's good, sometimes I feel like it's cathartic or whatever, and I indulge, but then other times I'm just like man, like this is like I had just the thought today, I'm like man, I'm like they're winning. Like all the tech bros and stuff. It's like, I'm like, as the world like not to get super like not really negative, but like as the world crumbles, I was like, and we have to work more and more. The little time we have, we spend our faces in the phone, and I'm just like, it's just like that's it. They're just chaining us down. I'm like,
right.
I was getting really like I don't know like anti-phone. I'm like not. I love technology. I love the phone and all the social media stuff, but like I was like, man, this shit. I was like.
Right,
Really
right.
getting me.
Yeah, they're great tools, obviously, but then
Yeah.
it also gives you access to TikTok.
Yeah.
Also, it was extra funny when you were saying that because as you were saying the world was burning down around us, Spicy was in the process of respawning all of the NPC. It could not have been better timing.
With fire.
Yep, and was
With
on
the fire.
having it.
Oh, here's another one.
Uh, he was iced up from Crown.
Yeah, he was.
But yeah, crazy week. It's always crazy to me too that each week it's been a whole week since we did this. I'm like, has it really been 7 days? Wow.
Yeah, man, time goes quick.
Yeah, yeah. Um, we should figure out some way to like keep track of all the things that happen so that
Oh,
we can,
like maybe like a recap?
yeah, like some kind of oral tradition.
Like a diary.
Yeah,
Oh.
like a verbal diary.
Or a biography.
Spicy's
I don't know how to write, so
Spicy's Tuesday verbal story time. That's what it could be called. Or it could be
like
it could be
Imagine going
Sorry,
through
go
every
ahead.
imagine going through every single stream and then pulling out Monday's summary and just hearing the whole story arch of everything. You just go through everything. You-
One
you know,
recap at a time.
yeah.
Ooh, long time. That's a good series idea right there. You could have
Right.
that one.
I was just like, oh, that's not a bad idea.
I'd be curious to see how it plays through. You have like
I want
each
to
day-
know how long it is.
Right.
Oh,
When
man.
we start
Probably
doing
pretty long at this point. Let's be
Yeah,
honest.
definitely.
We haven't been doing it the whole time either, so I'm curious when we started all the time and when it became officially a
Yes, that is true. And there is the occasional life happens and I couldn't to get ready for it. So that happens
right.
more than I'm willing to admit, unfortunately.
All right, Monday. Download every episode of Kaverns and
Yeah.
Klombos.
It's like
I knew that was
terabyte.
coming. I knew that was coming. Oh
Have it,
man.
have it
Lights
all
out.
edited by 4:30 a.m., please.
Oh
Yeah,
jeez.
exactly.
What we need to do.
We know how you
We
like
need to-
deadlines, so
Next time Madcap pops up in the shop, we need to get it for Monday for the Madcap recap.
Right?
Yes.
Ooh, I didn't even think of that. Oh, that would be actually pretty
Your-
awesome. I'm not gonna lie.
your next character could be a mushroom.
That actually would be pretty awesome. Mushroom Thursday? Thursday mushrooms?
Fungi Friday.
Thursday shrooms?
Fungi
Fungi.
Friday.
Ooh.
Fungi
Friday fungi. Yes,
yeah.
Spicy. That's it. Definitely.
Like Friday fungi. That's nice.
Yeah. Definitely. That's my next character name. Friday fungi.
Yes.
I think all of our next characters should be food themed.
Oh, we do in a whole other world, and it's like a whole food world.
Hey, you guys could
The
be
plot could
heroes.
revolve around us finding
heroes.
a real human and them being out of place.
You'd be the heroes of the pantry.
Yeah.
Heroes from the Fire.
I'm so hungry right now.
Instead of the
Asshorses.
Blue Barrel, we go to the Briar Patch.
What? I like that the horses are so fast. They don't. There's no actual fighting.
However, I will kind of gently nudge us back in the direction. I am ready for a recap whenever you want me to.
Let's roll.
You're ready for a recap.
Oh yeah. Well, in that case, let me just
Hold on, wait. Where's Serto?
what? Oh wait. Oh, okay. All right. I'll wait. Hold on.
Serto. Serto.
Take a couple sips of my coffee.
Oh, you have to say his name 3 times. I feel like we said it at least 3 times, but Serto. All right, they should be on their way whenever you're ready, Monday.
All right. Well, in that case, last week on Kaverns and Klombos, our heroes discovered that the most dangerous enemy in the town of Town wasn't the one carrying a sword. It was the one technically not carrying anything because it technically wasn't there. Across rooftops and rising smoke with half town still uncovered and convinced it had watched the wrong people save the day, the truth finally clawed its way into the light. From a rooftop perch above the chaos, a single perception check changed everything. What the party had been fighting, bleeding, and burning through spell slots against was never entirely real. The imposters, the glowing weapons, the perfectly timed defensive postures, all of it is a projection and a puppet show. Trone, scaling the heights alone and unbothered, identified the source first, a single rooftop barrel on the far side of the square, quietly running the entire con while the party swung at smoke below. The dispels came fast. Ronan raised his hand, sent the spell screaming towards the barrel, and the stage cleared like a curtain dropping on a performance that had outstayed its welcome by several rounds of initiative. Half the crowd blinked back into themselves, as though waking from a dream that couldn't quite place. For just one breathless moment, before the chaos could reassume into something new, Marvell Quillborn was visible on that rooftop, watching, and then he wasn't. Fate, ever unwilling to let a victory breathe, immediately handed the party a fresh catastrophe. A wounded town person stumbled toward Tuesday with pleading eyes and a dagger hidden behind both. The trap landed clean, and when Khan answered the steel and considerably less mercy, the attacker abandoned their disguise entirely, cycling through faces like a shuffled deck, before settling on the one guaranteed to cause maximum confusion, Tuesday's face. Two Tuesdays now stood in the square, both wounded, neither pleased. Lionbrand, freshly released from whatever enchantment had kept him occupied all evening, chose this exact moment to point at the real Tuesday and announce that he'd located the imposter. The party pressed forward anyway. The fight moved upward. Creatures that had been hiding inside the crowd stretched into impossible lengths. Spiders climbed the sides of buildings and joined the fray on the rooftops with patience of things that had been waiting for exactly this. Trone was already there, blades out, holding ground against two of them. Simultaneously, King came flying up over the rooftop edges, katana blazing, and buried a natural 20 directly into the flank of one of the trying to get behind Trone. Ronan rained shots from range, picking angles through the chaos, and Tuesday, armed with momentum and an 18 will check, shoulder checked one clean off the roof without breaking stride, offering the departing creature a generous statement of clarification regarding the earlier stabbing, noting with some dignity that they were not even entirely certain this was the one responsible for said stabbing. Ronan's wolf found the trail below. It wound through the back alleys and side streets like a masterclass in not being followed. Every turn deliberate, every footprint a different size and shape as the shapeshifter shed disguise after disguise on the run. Trone spotted the glimmer in an alley first. A dagger throw, a failed concentration check, and Marvell Quillborn stepped out of invisibility and into the open air for the first time all evening. King nearly had him, came within a breath of it, but Khan slipped the grasp with reflexes that suggested he had the right end of this story before anyone else got the book. Ronan's vines caught his legs on the rooftop. Tuesday's divine command bounced him off like a suggestion politely mailed it to the wrong address. Except he was pretty resistant to any sort of Tuesday's attempt at manipulating him like a puppet, you know, the very thing that he himself was a master at doing. So Tuesday probably should have realized like right away that that was kind of silly to even try. But anyway, the last imposter left behind in the alley dissolved under Ronan's final shot into the same gray featureless clay the party now recognized on sight. Silence fell over the town of Town for the first time since the whole ordeal began. The crowd turned. The applause came slowly. Then all at once, the true heroes were invited to the stage. A key to the city was presented briefly, appreciated, and almost certainly already marinating in the pickle brine somewhere inside Tuesday's coat. The dark cloud lifted. The town remembered. But Marvell Quillborn stepped through that portal with everything he knows, everything he planned, and a sequel already in progress. Will the party uncover the full truth before the architect of this particular disaster finishes writing the next chapter? Find out on tonight's episode of Kaverns Klombos.
You probably didn't notice,
All
but
right.
Serdo showed up after you.
That's incredible.
Serdo,
That you summoned them. That is incredible. I love that.
he summoned you. Said Serdo 3 times. They are. See, look right there in the chat. Look right there. It's Serdo. Serdo's right there.
That's amazing.
It's actually that way. Right there. But yeah. A lot of craziness. You guys got replaced in the memory of the townsfolk um, by imposters, uh, being led by an anthropomorphic tiger, which in any other world would be strange, but not this one. Uh, in like if you were all humans, obviously in like regular Fortnite, it'd be weird that they were a tiger. Well, not even in regular. You know what I mean? In the real world. But here they were just a well-dressed, fancy book author. Um, Came to town, and over the course of the months that you guys were away, uh, interviewed and spoke to most of the town, and rewrote your story. Um, but over the last, you know, we'll say a week or so has passed uh, since the events of your homecoming. And you guys have, you know, naturally all been back to your bastion. They were the whole time you're back. Some of the guards spicy at your place over the months that you were gone kept attracting more guards. So some of the guards legitimately didn't recognize you, and others, you know, they didn't have a lot of interaction with you. They, you know, they were hired to do. You were kind of their, you know, invisible boss. So they didn't know you well, but some of you, most notably Remy and Monday, uh, developed relationships uh, with your help. I guess what do you want to call them? Your stewards of your bastion, your various hirelings and assistants.
Well,
Um,
I know what you're saying, but it definitely sounds weird.
Wait, what? Or,
Oh, the relations with our stewards. I'm just being silly. Please
you
ignore me.
you wrote a whole thing. You're the only one out of everybody. I asked everybody to. You wrote names and backstories. Every in your
I
back.
did. I'm so proud of that.
Yeah.
Also, I totally forgot how we were doing the thing. This is out of character, by the way. I apologize for disrupting the flow. But I definitely demolished half of my base thingy like 5 episodes ago before I forgot we were waiting to do the add-ons. Like the
That's
whole top floor of that.
that's fine. I'm not worried about it. Um,
Oh, I just think it's funny because my character's coming back to the Bastion and they're like, "What happened?"
it honestly was my fault for telling you plan upgrade the bastion well ahead of time. So, um, but yeah, that's fine. Um,
Before an upgrade can take place, a downgrade must first.
Sometimes, yeah, you gotta. Sometimes you gotta renovate, move some. But over the course of the last week or so, like I said, you guys get back to your bastion. Drone, I imagine you probably put up some tarps or something temporary, cover the fire dam. Uh, uh, Jake, right? He's
Yeah, Jake
gonna,
from Hayseed's Farm.
yep, he's gonna need some different sleeping arrangements in the meantime. Maybe put him up at the inn or something. Um, but naturally, not just you guys, but everybody in town kind of wants to know what went down and what happened. And at one point, the Wiz shows up in town, and you know, she's got these crazy goggles with a bunch of different lenses. She's flipping through them, and she's, you know, testing things, casting spells, you know, just taking notes and whatnot. And at the end of the week, you guys are all called together. Let's all just meet up in the Blue Barrel, I guess. Can't sit though.
The traffic cone had thrown me off. I couldn't tell for a second where your character was looking.
It's not a traffic cone. It's a wizard hat.
Oh yeah, my apologies. Yes, the wizard hat was throwing me off.
I don't know why our wizard recycled a traffic cone for a hat, but okay.
Well, that's for the wizard to know, right? That's why they're the wizard. They're the wise, right?
Right, they're the whiz.
I'm gonna call her a conehead.
Drone just pulls out his
now I really
journal.
want to watch the coneheads.
I should have refilled my coffee cup before I started the episode. I did all the technical had to coffee. But all right.
Drone pulls out his journal and starts doing various builds and sketches in it.
Right. But as you guys show up to the Blue Barrel, a bunch of familiar faces greet you. You know, Lion Brand, a bunch of the shop owners. If there was like a town committee, you know, most of these people, if not all of them. And you know, Dana's behind the bar, serving drinks as usual. The Wiz is out, you know, sitting at one of the tables with everybody. And as you walk in, you know, they're like, "Hey, the guests of honor."
Ah, yes. Finally, we are recognized as we're supposed to be, as it was always meant to be. I sit down and just ask if I can have a slurp.
All right. What are the rest of you doing? Just joining in, or do you have any specific things you'd like to get into?
Well, while everybody else was saying guests of honor and stuff out like that, I just let out a sneer in disgust.
Right on. Spicy.
Yeah, I'm just gonna drink like I'm just gonna drink like a 6-pack of Slurps and try to make myself be able to stand the stench of the smelly pickle beside me.
I look over my shoulder at Spicy as I can tell what he's doing, and I just stand up and I'm like, this is as good a time as any to do a quick toast. And I raise my slurp juice and I'm just like, everyone, you know, everyone should really be about the community and altruism. That's the new thing. Also, here's my donation jar, and I put a jar on the table in front of me, and I look at everyone. And then I raise my hand up and snatch it away and put it back in my coat. And I'm just like, just kidding. Ain't never, ever, ever have to give any sort of donations for my wisdom or the wisdom of the Holy Dill.
Remy,
Yes.
what are you getting into, bud?
I'm just observing the conversations.
All right.
You know how I am. I'm just a quiet ranger that just mostly observes.
Right on.
What's the wolf doing?
He's outside,
I was just
peeing on the
curious.
fence,
That sounds
marking his
legit.
territory.
Sounds legit.
All right. They you know, they said, all right, it seems like everybody's here now. Let's piece this together. And the Wiz essentially explains that from the stories that he's heard from, you know, people around town, and from, you know, her own investigation, the gray creatures that you managed to batch are doppelgangers, but not just any doppelganger. They were greater doppelgangers. Have most of the same abilities as uh, regular doppelgangers, but they can also mimic your fighting style. Limited spell casting, um, but all of which they achieve by consuming the person's brain. But can absorb your memories, everything about you, and for all intents and purposes, become like a perfect. What's odd though, that greater doppelgangers are generally solitary creatures. They usually work alone. And beyond that, uh, they usually, make a point to blend in. They might, pretend to be some high-ranking official, or some usually a life that affords them some kind of comfortable, a life of ease. But more concerning was Marivel themselves, the doppelganger, obviously, apparently working. She says that Marivel is what most cultures would refer to as a not a demon necessarily, along this.
I grimaced the way Trone did when he was entering when you say the word fiend.
And she continues. He was what is known as a rakshasa. They're anthropomorphic tigers, known to many cultures. One of their distinctive features is that, as Remy witnessed, their hands are on backward, or appear to be on normally. Weird. But they're master illusionists. They can read your thoughts and detect emotion, and read your thoughts. They can plant suggestions. They can alter your memory. They've even been known in some cases to enter people's dreams directly. But it seems that their purpose here was essentially exactly what they did. They rewrote your story to replace you with the greater doppelganger. And Rakshasa as well tend to be solitary hunters, creatures that will use illusions to blend in the same way the doppelganger. But they were definitely apparently working as a team. Any questions so far?
I make a statement about how that it explains how my attempt at suggestions on him failed so miserably. He's a master at that, and I'm simply a novice. And then I would like to also add on to that the question of so we've been gone in a faraway land for a while. Have you you're caught up to what we did there, or do we need to fill you in on that as well? And also, this is just a whole nother layer with the fiends and everything. The Storm King, the fiends, Diago, Maryville, Quillborn. It's all got to be connected, right?
She says that it it would be less coincidental. At at one point, yeah, it becomes obvious. It's all part of this plan. Whatever. Um, She says
So it's starting. Oh, sorry.
she suspects that it has to be Forsaken.
And if the Forsaken are involved, where would they kind of fit in this hierarchy? Because it feels like we've chased a bunch of this is the big bad in charge, but now it's starting to feel like it's more of a spider web. Do we have any idea of where like everyone slots into that spider web? Like Diago, is he the master perpetrator, or who are these the guys you just told us about? Who are they? You know, where they fit in on that web? I know it's a lot of questions, and I apologize for not letting my companions speak too much. I'll hold my tongue for a while.
I just look up from my book and say, enough of the history lesson. How do we respawn it?
Says that all of that is stuff that she and the townsfolk discussing over the last week. Um, they had to ask themselves some like hard questions, but since the rise of the Forsaken, folks essentially at the um incidents where you folks are uh obviously rose dramatically. Um, there was, for example, storm chaser after you were investigating the storms in the first place, got razed to the ground, guys escaping here, and then shortly after that, this place was targeted by the Forsaken. And presumably, uh, the Forsaken is the top of the pyramid, bad up it. Um, they were working in concert with Dago because uh, their goals essentially end universe mention, plunge the world all back into chaos or nothing, or as long as it would end of like cycle events, because that's what actually after. And that was part of what your doppelgangers were doing. The Reverend uh, January Sauerkraut, uh, a large tenant is released. Stop respawning, so that you could join the afterlife, magical place where everything was perfect, and you didn't work in the field, you know, the land of money essentially that uh, existed for chose not to respond, um, which is almost exactly the Forsaken is trying to put an end to what he calls the loop, where endless cycle of despawning and respawning, to live the same over and over. Um, let's see. There's other things I wanted to address as well. But
We need to get word to Ninjago.
What's that?
If they're targeting, we need to get word to Ninjago. If they're targeting everywhere we go, they'll target Ninjago also.
Well, no one is saying that I am. The Ninjago stuff, they knew about Dago looking for him to stop the chaos, essentially, that they've been experiencing. And you guys sent Dago back on first Dago, Daigo, however you pronounce his name, would be a Ninjago. They probably already know. But the overreaching theory is that each of you are replaced to take out a certain aspect. The hippie, that replaced the hyper vigilant rogue was supposed to keep everybody, you know, kind of placid and, you know, convince them that, you know, everything would be fine if they didn't look at anything, you know. And then the ranger, you know, obviously like a protector and an early warning system essentially for the town. Someone who would go out and scout and, you know, knew the place with someone who never left home. You know, and they didn't need to leave home because they had everything they needed. They had enough, everything if they stayed home. And then of course the fighter, you know, their various, you know, influences around town, you know, they were replaced with just entertainment essentially, you know, a lot of flash and so on four different like, socio-economic fronts. You know, oh, and that was another thing. The reverend and his donation, you know, the tithing was keeping people from being able to afford nicer and better things they would need to protect the village or protect themselves, you know, etc. But yeah, it was essentially a whole operation as far as it felt, just weaken the town, uh, you know, by whatever place you guys, so that, you know, they're lucky that things developed the way, you know, picked off one by one, actually. Um, but that brings us to a difficult discussion. You know, the township of Town, you know, since you saved it over the course of time, since your saving of the town and the building of the walls and etc., it's become like a last haven hope for a lot of people. The safe haven that didn't exist before, and they want to keep being safe haven. Uh, Ever increasing breast, you know, population. But they're worried that they won't be able to do that if you guys stay.
So we're getting.
One gets up and says, "I'll be gone by sunlight."
I have to inform some people that I have close relations with in my bastion, but I agree, I can be gone soon too. However, before we depart, we should probably come up with a, you know, a loose plan of where we're gonna go. Any idea on where we should go with?
We should set up a bastion of all four of our bases somewhere safe and defensible, where we could research and figure out what's going on.
Not opposed to that.
Lion Brand at this point pipes up and says, we knew that you might not be happy to hear the news. We knew that you would do best for the town. Look at Dana dancing on the counter. Dana,
Blue Barrel has become coyote ugly.
Dana, get down from trying to do a stream.
Are we sure they're not putting something in the slurp juice?
She doesn't want us to leave, guys.
Yeah, you guys were favorite customers. But they said, and since we presumed that you would go along with the plan, he said, we've already arranged property. You know, scout, potentially establish as you basic all your. It's about a day's ride north of town.
I'm definitely good with that, as I'm trying to like hold back tears.
Lionbrand, I have one request.
What's that?
I want a full pardon for Peely. And he's able to do trade with us.
He's like,
He's the only one who
Peely.
believes in us.
It's like, there's, I understand he's, the circumstances of all this strange. And maybe it'll be some consolation, Tuesday. But when you reestablish your bastion, any of your hireling, your followed, obviously, can go. And if Throne, you would like to take the criminal Peely with you, that's fine by us, obviously.
No, Peely stays. You're going to need them here. I'll find a new hireling.
Right on.
Need to set up some sort of information network.
Right. The Wiz, like, of course you guys got aided by, don't have a magical protection now, kicking out wizard.
Yeah, about that. I think it's time to end magic.
Come again? I like jerk my head up from my like somber.
We couldn't protect ourselves from sorceries. We've been attempted to be possessed by sirens. We almost got replaced by doppelgangers. We had a necromancer chasing after us. What do all three of those things have in common?
Yeah, but also I can't speak directly for the Holy Dill, but even if I just like willingly cut myself off from that magic, from that mojo, I don't think there's anything I could do to convince the Holy Dill not to,
Those
or to like sever that connection.
Those are classified as miracles.
I think magic is going to be in this world, whether we like it or not. It's part of everything. It's part of us. I don't think we can get rid of it. But my thing is this: why don't we use the magic to protect our village? Why do we have to leave? Why don't we train the villagers to fight? Why don't we reinforce it? Like we can. Why do we have to run?
Well,
We've protected and saved them before.
I understand what you're saying, but if we stay, they're gonna consistently have to face peril after peril after peril. I hate the idea of running again as well, but this time, if we can actually build our own thing from the ground up with our own people, no one there will be like unwillingly there. So the danger is okay because everyone there is aware of it and willing to help us.
Think of it as a pilgrimage, not so much an exile.
I just, who's to say? Who's to say that they're not going to get perils anyway? People are still going to attack them. They're less defended. If we just go, they'll be left alone. Is that what you're saying?
Well, they may not be
that,
left alone.
that is a wise point.
They may not
It's
be
a
left
very
alone,
wise point.
but they're more likely to be endangered again if we stay.
I mean, we can protect them. We've done it before. Multiple times.
Lionbrand's like, we picked you out a really nice spot.
Well, if you want that, I mean, if that is what the village wants, I mean, sure, okay. If you don't want our protection from danger, and ne'er do gooders, No, ne'er-do-wells, right? Then so be it.
I put my hand on Remy's shoulder. I get up for a second, walk over to Ronan, put my hand on his shoulder, and I just like lean in and whisper into his ears. I'm like, I know it sucks, but like, we're not welcome here anymore. We gotta find our own way. I don't laugh at the end. That was out of character.
And they try to reassure you guys. It's not that they don't appreciate everything you've done. It's not that they think you're bad people or anything. It's
Yeah, we get it. It's not us, it's you. We get it.
We could always make them go to the nice spot they picked out.
Yeah, but then we'd be no better than any other criminal that has inflicted harm and tragedy and danger and despair and suffering on this wonderful town of Towntown.
Sure, but it proved my point. No one can save them but us.
How fast the hero becomes the villain.
you could
Okay,
you could
okay,
still
we can go.
you could still like train them, maybe like have classes once a week. Have one of your Bastion train up. Hey Dana, how are you? Hey, hi. You could still help the village out.
Oh sure, let's help the village that exiled us.
You're not being
Sure.
exiled, Ron.
Feels like it.
Wait a second.
They're
Doesn't
granting
Ronan
you
mean
a
it's not
large
that Lord anymore?
parcel of land that you get to build whatever you want on.
I mean, you're talking to a guy who lived in the forest. And my land's everywhere, but it is what it is. I'm outnumbered in this situation.
You never
Well,
know.
that's not
You might
necessarily
like it.
true. We haven't heard anything from Spicy yet, or from King yet.
What do you say, King? Live up to your name in your own land?
His sadness has silenced him. He agrees with me.
I walk over to King and I put my hand on his shoulder.
We're gonna have to knock him down and take this.
He drank too much. Now he's passed out on the bar table.
The Wiz is like, listen, Ronan. I know what it feels like, but these are good people. I've been kicked out of this town too, but you're right. I would have blown up half the town at half a dozen times. Hadn't happened.
I whisper under my breath to Ronan too, and they did try to replace us.
All right. I guess I'll just, I'll pack up a few things, and we'll be out of here.
And the Wiz is like, you know what? I'm gonna go with you. Like, let's go build a bastion. But
Yeah.
they said that, go ahead and, go and check out the property, and you can send for any of your things that you need here, etc.
I hand the deed to my Bastion to Jake from Hayseed's farm and tell him it's his house now, what's left of it.
Your problem now, sucker.
Just stay on the first floor, you'll be fine.
Everybody get a horse and let's go.
Where is my horse?
Your horse.
I don't know if this is my horse, and I apologize for just taking it, but I'm on one.
That's my horse. You can take it.
Thank you. I'll be gentle.
And we are going to begin with.
Is this a horse? It's a very flat horse.
Oh, are you on the saucer? right. But to begin with, we're gonna go north. Yeah. I wonder what happened to Stacy.
Take this one. Looks like a fast looking horse. Whoa. Here's the fire horse.
Bruh.
Or are you riding the black one, Remy?
Yeah.
It's got hover picks.
Isn't this the Rangers bastion?
Oh. Oh wow. This is a magical horse.
Yeah, I'm a little confused. I thought this was.
This is just a rally point.
Oh, whoo! I was gonna say, I'm like, they didn't like willingly like promise us their land.
No,
Sean gets off his
Oh,
horse,
man.
gets daggers ready, and says, "Be right back. Gonna go evict some Rangers."
No, I stop him immediately. I'm like, no, 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 no. Did you look at the map? This is not the final destination.
Drone is turned into a pin cushion.
Oh, okay. Thanks for stopping me.
I was hoping Spicy would come with. But all right, onward. Where are we going? Go up here.
The curse of my driving has caught up to me finally. I'll be right there. Yeah, I'll be right there. I was having some driving issues.
You have your backwards horse?
No, no,
Drive the
no.
little fast one.
I was
bet you-
driving yours, yeah.
Yeah, I bet the little fast one sucks on hills.
Well, so I put the two back to stable, and it was great for a second, but now it's like not great all of a sudden.
Yeah. I've noticed that it doesn't matter even if you switch one wheel to speedy, they all seem.
Oh, the front wheels are on. I see. Okay, all right. Let me put them all on stable. All right, that should help a lot. Speedy's cool, but for small
It's a cool
vehicles,
little
stable
path.
seems to be best.
Well, I already know what to call the village. Children of the Corn.
You guys want to meet up with me up her? Might as well throw down some. Dink,
Oh yeah,
dink,
stable's
dink,
working way better.
dink, dink. I think there's 5-ish of us. Butterfly followed you up the hill. Oh, is Spicy still in the world? No.
So the horse is in a lake, and I'm currently trapped in that lake.
Nice. Here, go to sleep real quick.
All right, 2 seconds.
1-2.
Bam.
Yeah, nice.
How do you like that? Ho ho ho.
So when you get over here Monday, oh, you're in the lake that we're here. Here, ditch that horse and just fly up.
Okay. It's in the lake, just so you know, when you go looking for it later.
So the plot of land that you folks have been given is the top of these mountains over here that we're on, and all of the land surrounding that pond down there. So like in between this ridge right here that we're on and that one over there, so like the cornfield, everything in here you guys own. And then everything between that ridge, this ridge, pretty much up to the road, then around and over here right before it turns into the waterfall. All of this up here on top of the ridge is all yours. But the Wiz is going to claim the center island. So it's going to be up to you folks to decide where you want to put your village square. When we build our bastions, you guys don't necessarily need to keep them all together in one building. So say you want to build a temple somewhere, you go build your temple over there. You want to build your gaming hall or something and your cavern and combine them together and put them down by the beach. You are welcome to. But all of this land has been granted to you folks.
This is crazy awesome land feature that you discovered in this world. This is so cool. I'm like giddy with excitement on this right now.
It's pretty cool how it's like pretty self-contained too. I like.
Yeah, and there's like so many plots for everyone. This is
Yeah.
beautiful.
There's like a wooded area over here, and then you build stuff on the water. You could build stuff on the cliffs. You could build like a like water wheel kind of thing over on the river. You could build a castle up top where the beds are that overlooks your whole village. You do all kinds of stuff.
And you said the Wiz claimed this middle island in the middle of the lake.
Yep, I'm gonna build the Wiz's Tower here.
Okay.
Would
I
anyone
think
be opposed if I take this mountain thingy for my bastion?
There's
Have
a
at it.
road that runs through there, so you might get
Yeah.
bad guys.
Well, my idea was to build the bastion on the side of the cliff here.
Oh yeah.
He's got that little ledge right there.
Yeah,
Right?
there's this
How
cool
cool
little
is
ledge
that?
too. Yeah.
I'm thinking I might use this and replace this and fix this up.
Right
Be
on.
on the water. Is that cool?
That's a decision between you.
Yeah, I'm okay with Remy taking the harbor for sure.
Just this little.
And Trone's gonna build Wayne Manor over here on top of the hill.
That's perfect because that leaves over there for Spicy if he gets back.
See what I figured,
here.
Trone, is if you build the house right over this gap, then you could put the bat cave down at it right here. Ellie.
That's the plan. The tree's got to go. I'm not a ranger.
So, between Trone's dragon opals and the recovered donations from the Reverend January Sauerkraut, you folks should be able to afford to build essentially whatever you. But I am gonna need to step away to refill my coffee and use the little dungeon master's room. But just quickly, if you guys want to meet me over here on this shore. These squares. So traditionally in D&D, most things are like distance and
across.
measurements, whatnot, are done in 5-foot squares. So all of the instructions and stuff in, for bastions and whatnot, it doesn't say it has to be like a 9 by 9 room or a 10 by 10. It doesn't have. It gives you a number of squares. So picture on like graph paper if you were drawing your room, right? Each square is about 5 feet. If we were doing turn-based combat, and this was a bigger thing, like a chessboard maybe of all these pieces. Each square, like I was saying, is like a 5-foot square. So if I'm standing here in this middle square, I can threaten any of the squares that are near me, right, without having to move. But that's just a thing. We might get into some more stuff like that. We've been kind of loosey goosey with like movement and distance, positioning and stuff like that. But in traditional D&D, picture everything drawn out on graph paper, and that's how we're gonna do our bastion. So instead of me saying like the last time we built our bastions, you get so many of these squares. No, when you build a room, say you were going to build this room, I'd say you had 9 squares, right? And so now,
yep.
If you want to move these 2 squares over to here, you still have a room that's 9 squares. You know what I'm saying? So
oh yeah.
Each room in a bastion has a predetermined size for it. And when I get back, we'll start going over what size rooms you get for which features and stuff like that. If you guys want to, while I'm stepping away, just like brainstorm about what you want your bastion to be, or if you're going to separate it into parts or whatever, I will be back ASAP.
Well, bastion's gonna be based on what level we are too. Higher level, more rooms.
It's gonna be awesome. I'm super excited. We have a pretty good spread out for our bastions. We should probably have like a small layer of strategy between what we each pick in our bastions, if that makes sense. Like, I'm not saying we should be ultra strategic and be like, ooh, everyone should pick exactly this. I just mean like maybe one room in every bastion should be like a group decision type thing.
Well,
if you guys are not opposed to that.
I was thinking just doing a library, and I'm gonna start working on like firearm type weapons and stuff in my bastion.
Ooh. I need to see what the options are, because I feel like we're gonna have more options than before. But I definitely want like the thing that gives us armies and stuff, and probably another like what's it called? Another like monastery setup for my monk thingy. The thing that gives me the special rare weapons every so often.
So at level 9, you have 4 special facilities. If we're level 13 now, we're gonna have 5 each.
Sweet. So yeah, then what we should try to like aim to do is at least one of our facilities be like a group orientated facility type thing. But again, that's just a recommendation. I'm not trying to like control everyone. Like, if anyone's got a better idea, I'm more than welcome to hear it.
I want to make a demi plane. Oh wait, I have to be level 17.
Elaborate.
You have to be level 17 for that one.
I think I understand what you're saying now. That would be pretty awesome. Wouldn't it be funny if you slowly built out your bastion to be like a lich's lair, and slowly in the background just was like becoming a lich, but like only you and the cavern master knew about it? You know what I mean?
Oh, no. that I already talked to him about what I'm going to start doing.
Good, good. I you don't have to reveal, but that's good to know. Good to
Let's
know.
just say he wasn't being tongue in cheek when he said something about Batman.
Good, good. That's
Since we don't have
excellent.
a wizard, we need gadgets.
Ah, smart thinking. Smite. I think my bastion's gonna try to focus mostly on defense and logistics for the whole village and stuff. With the exception of my monastery. I gotta have that.
Maybe I'll work on potions then.
Ooh, that could be cool.
Because I'm like
You
a
get
cook.
teleportation circles. Training area. Trophy rooms. Laboratory. Okay.
Yeah,
so
I can't speak for King at all, but I feel like if there was ways or rooms that could make income, that would probably be a solid thing for King to try to do for us. Again, though, I
However,
can't speak for him. I'm just
I'm big on
because
that
he's
too.
not here at the moment. So
I'm gonna have a gaming hall in mind.
that would be cool. That would be really cool.
All right. So, to start off, everybody gets one cramped room, which is 4 squares. That's the 8x8 foundations, or 8x8 floors. I don't care how you build your space, but the interior space of this is your floor space. This was a point of confusion the last time we did the Uzmawat's Sebastian. So, for example, your walls would actually go on these people outside your foundation, run around the outside. Back into drone. Could you step just aside a bit? Yeah. So it would be this interior space that's your floor outside.
Beautiful. Yeah, yeah.
So to start, everybody gets one cramped room, just 4 squares, and one roomy room. 4x4, 16 squares. So pretty decent sized area. So and again, they don't have to be square. They can be rectangular. They can be whatever odd shape. And now, say for example, I wanted there to be a hallway between these 2 rooms. If you want to put a hallway between these 2 separate rooms, like feel free to add hallways for free. But then say you wanted, you had full size. Here, let me flesh it out a little bit. Say you wanted to have a room up above this floor that I'm building right now. The stairs don't need to be in this room taking up space. In this room, you could put the stairs, they could have their own separate little side area that the stairs go. Side hallway. Stairs are up. Well, you know,
Is
you
there
would put
a
them in,
height
you would
max?
put them in right. Each room can be a floor high. Now it's up to you if that's a single wall or a wall and a half. If you want to have a peaked roof over the room, and it's all by itself, that's fine. I don't really care. Um, if you want to stack all of your rooms one on top of the other and a high rise, I don't care. But in addition to your cramped space, your 4 square room, and your 16 square room, you each get 5 facilities. Because I've decided I'm going to bump you guys up to level 15, because that gets you your last runes and another upgrade in your armor and health charms. Um, and really, after that, the only thing left to do is 20 all regenerate charms. I'm like, you know what I mean? You become a D essentially at that point.
Yeah.
But yeah, and obviously, we'll go through all the different rooms and facilities that you can have. You guys can pick. You can decide, if you want to combine forces on things. You know what I mean? It'll all be up to you. But in the end, what I had kind of hoped or foreseen is everybody, in addition to their bastions and their special facilities and stuff, like kind of fleshing down. Um, you know, so there would be an inn, there'd be a tavern, so on and so forth. Places for your followers and whatnot that you track to town to live, fun stuff like that. But and then you get to come up with a town name and all kinds of neat stuff instead of being stuck in a little square. Somebody else town. Figured, why not give you guys your very own?
There's only
And then
one
you,
name we can call it.
Wait, I have an idea too, but go ahead.
Complex City.
That is actually really funny. I was gonna say, could we call it the Hamlet of Cityville?
the borough of cities. You guys will have to. You guys will have to brainstorm names between now and next week. And that's spicy.
I agree. I kind of like Borough of Complex City actually, but I
Right.
agree with that. We should wait. We should wait.
But all right. So I will give you the rundown of the facilities. Obviously, if something piques your interest, holler out, and I'll let you know what it does. Um, like I said, you guys are going to have up to level 13 Bastion facilities. Most of them you know already. The level 5 ones we'll start with the Arcane Study, Armory, Barracks, Garden, Library, Sanctuary, Smithy, Storehouse, and Workshop. And then the level 9 facilities are Gaming Hall, Greenhouse, which is just a bigger version of the garden, um, Laboratory, Sacristy, which is the one that lets you make your holy symbols and stuff Monday, Scriptorium, a stable, a teleportation circle, a theater, a training area, and a trophy room. Those are the level 9 ones. And the ones that you guys would have, since the last time working on your Bastion, just gained access to um, an archive, which does research, a meditation chamber, a menagerie, which is like a small zoo. You could have your own petting zoo. Um, it could be full of monsters. It could be a not petting. Um, an observatory, a pub, boom, um, or a reliquary, which is kind of the Holy Mojo version of the observatory. Um, So, Drone,
Well,
what are you interested in, bud?
well, I wish I was an arcane trickster because some of them arcane ones would be useful, but I've already got a list of what I'm going to do. Laboratory, workshop, pub, library, and smithy.
Right on. Um,
Can you say that one more
You-
time, Sean? Sorry.
Laboratory, workshop, pub, library, and smithy.
oh, you did say library, right? That was right before.
Perfect. Thank you.
Pub for research, library for research, workshop for crafting, smithy for crafting, and laboratory for well, we'll get into that later.
We're making black powder, I'm guessing.
Maybe.
Man, the pub does a lot of cool things too. It makes special drinks that give you guys bonuses. Some of which we might even try to employ in our Caverns Klombos world.
And the Bastion's still an option, like the one with the army, basically.
the barracks, yeah.
Yeah, sorry, that's what I meant.
So Trone, you obviously have access to the list. I presume that list has their descriptions and the size of spaces, correct?
Yes.
Cool. So I will let you do your thing, and I won't bother to tell you how many squares you get. Or do you have that conversion chart for space to squares?
Absolutely. So for laboratory, the space is roomy.
All right.
Library is roomy.
Right. I'm asking you.
Pub
You know
is
how
roomy.
many squares?
Yeah. 4x4 and 2x2 is for cramped.
Yeah. There you go. So 4 squares, 16 squares, vast, 30. So like I was saying, if you want to make an L shape out of those, 16 squares, knock yourself out. A D out of those 16 squares, knock. How you use those 16 squares is up to you. Hallways, the single square wide, not count. Stairwells, count. Feel free to throw them on the side. Don't waste any space. But all right, Monday.
Okay, so I would definitely, I know 4 of them for sure, and then I have questions for my 5th one. I'm gonna have a barracks and a greenhouse and a pub and a sacratory, the religious one. And then I have questions about what exactly the teleportation circle does, the observatory does, and the meditation chamber does. But those are the candidates for my 5th one.
So the sacristy is the level 9 one I had before. You can craft holy water, and you can craft magic items with it.
Beautiful,
Hold
beautiful.
Hold on just 1 second.
Take your time, take your time. I'm writing this all down.
Oh no, you had the one you had before was the sanctuary. So the
Yeah.
sacristy, yeah, whatever. However, whatever letters it has, gives you the option to craft holy water. Blah, 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 which does a whole bunch of damage apparently, depending on how much gold you spend on it. Or you can commission the facility's hireling to craft a common or uncommon magic item chosen by you from the relics table. Bunch of stuff, probably. A Additionally, you can regain a spell slot by spending a short rest in your
Beautiful.
bastion.
Oh, amazing.
And then Sanctuary was the one where you could make a holy symbol and all of that. But then the level 13 version of that is the Reliquary, which is a vault that holds sacred objects. You can make a reliquary charm, which after spending a long rest in your bastion, you gain a magical charm that lasts for 7 days or until you use it and allows you to cast greater restoration once without spending a spell slot or using components.
Okay, I'm gonna swap out the sacred one for the reliquary then.
And it also does something else that I haven't read enough of yet to explain. I don't understand. Oh, I guess you can make a talisman that you can use in place of material component. Weird. That was a lot of words to say that. Oh, but if the spell normally consumes its components, the talisman is consumed.
Ooh, that could be useful.
Yeah, because then you could keep using it. You have to recharge it at your reliquary, but that's still pretty neat.
Yeah, it is. I like it.
Let's see. The observatory, I think, had to do with arcane mojo.
Oh, okay. Then I'm not. You don't have to explain that for me then.
Yeah, it's your observatory contains a telescope aimed at the sky. After spending a long rest, you gain a magical charm. Allows you to contact other planes without expending a spell slot. And then yeah, the other thing is also yeah, it's an arcane thing. What was the other one?
Teleportation. Meditation chamber.
Meditation chamber. A relaxing space that helps align one's mind, body, and spirit. You can empower it with inner peace. The next time you roll for a Bastion event, you can roll twice and choose either result. You can meditate in this facility over a period of 7 days. If you leave the Bastion during this time, you gain no benefit. Otherwise, at the end of the 7th day, you gain advantage on 2 kinds of saving throws for the next 7 days, determined randomly by rolling on the table below.
Yeah. Okay. So then the 5th slot is gonna be the meditation chamber.
Yeah. So, because we only have 3 stats and not 6, you would only get advantage on 1 type of saving. It would be either wit, whimsy, or will.
I'm okay with that. That's still super huge. Yeah.
All right. Let's see. And then you had asked about the teleportation circle, correct?
Yeah, because I am the knowledge cleric, so that is like the only other building I was thinking could be instead of the meditation chamber. So yeah, let's hear about that one.
So it's a permanent teleportation circle, like inscribed in the floor of the room. And you can issue it the recruit command. And each time you issue the recruit order to this facility, its hireling extends an invitation to a friendly NPC spellcaster. Roll any die. If the number rolled is odd, the invitee declines the invitation. If you gain no benefit from having issued, blah 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 blah. Long story short, you can ask the spellcaster to cast one wizard spell of level 4 or lower. Which goes up the higher level you are. Pretty much you just have to pay for their component.
I mean, that wouldn't be bad for the village as a whole to have.
Right.
I feel like that's almost better than the meditation chamber. Are we able to like use the teleportation circle to go places at all, or?
Now, see, you would think so, wouldn't you?
Could it at least give us like a bus stop? Unless we don't want that. I don't know.
Well, see, I mean, I kind of presumed that's how they would work. But then now reading the description, they don't mention area.
Right?
But if it's
But it's still powerful.
If it's any consolation, I'm nearly certain.
Oh, perfect. All right. So then, yeah, I think I'm going to be locked in at a barracks, a greenhouse, a pub, a reliquary, and the teleportation circle.
So, Crone also got it.
Oh, he did get a pub. I thought he didn't take the pub. I apologize. I am so sorry. I thought he had a lab, workshop, library, smithy. Oh, that's only 4, isn't it?
Yeah, he took all the
research stuff.
So pub on top of that?
Yeah, because it's a different kind of research you could do at a pub.
Ah, beautiful. Okay. That's actually not bad because that gives me one more option.
You also have the list in front of you, Monday?
I wrote down everything you said, so I kind of do.
Right.
Greenhouse, game hall, laboratory, the one that's like a zoo. I'm interested in that. What's that?
The menagerie.
Yeah, the menagerie.
Let's see.
Are you going to use animals instead of children?
A menagerie has enclosures big enough to contain up to 4 large creatures. 4 small or medium creatures can occupy the same space as 1 large creature. When you issue the recruit order to this facility, you commission the facility's hirelings to add a creature from the menagerie creatures table to your menagerie.
Oh, this definitely
takes a week. Creatures in your menagerie count as bastion defenders. So if you have to, your bastion needs defending, they count.
I think that's definitely more of a. I don't want to speak for Remy or Ronan, but I think that's definitely a Ronan building.
Right. Definitely sounds like a ranger thing.
Yeah.
The options are like black and brown bears and crocodiles and dire wolves, lions and owl bears and panthers and tigers.
Oh my.
Right? I think you'd had enough of tigers. Oh no. We were talking about playing the game for so long that I timed out of the world. I didn't even notice. I wonder how long I've been timed out.
Not too long. It just happened like 5 minutes ago. Not even. What
Only
is
5 entire minutes?
I don't even think it was that long. I think I was exaggerating a little. But what was what's the theater? That sounds like a bard thing, but I'm still interested. The city needs entertainment.
It's a theater. Let's see. Pretty much you throw a play. That's it. That's what it does. You When you issue the Empower order to this facility, its hirelings begin working on a theatrical production or a concert. Rehearsals and other
Okay.
preparations take 14 days.
Oh, jeez.
But the performances can continue indefinitely until a new production is underway.
Oh, wait. I should
You or
probably have
another
like.
character contribute to the production in the following ways: composer, writer, conductor, director, or performer. Let's see. Yeah, I do not understand. It doesn't say anything about it making money. It doesn't say anything. I mean, maybe if you wanted to like put together a play to lure somebody, you know what I mean? Who knows? Like I
All
don't.
right. All right.
That's
What
wild.
about? I know, right? That is wild. What about the cryptorium and the archive? I'm assuming it's going to be one of those two to fill out my final slot.
Scriptorium contains a desk and writing supplies. You can craft books, spell scrolls, paperwork. You could just make paperwork for other people.
That's like kind of in line with my character almost. But what's the other one? The last one I asked about?
Archive.
Yeah.
An archive is a repository of books, maps, and scrolls.
Oh my god.
It's usually attached to a library behind a locked or secret door.
So I need both, right? Because I
you
gotta write the
can-
books first.
You can research helpful lore. You can check reference books your archive contains. There's a bunch of different types of books that go along with it that increase your like
Okay, so
religion
let,
checks and your nature
let,
checks and history checks and arcana checks and all that.
let me ask this. Trone already has a library. Is there like a difference between the two? Would it be beneficial to the whole group if I also had the archive, or would it just be moot at that point?
The archive is one of the level 13 ones, so it's like an upgraded version. For example, like the regular library can research topical lore. You know, like you can find out some random facts about thing searching, whereas the archive they research helpful. Uh, the hireling gains
Okay.
knowledge as if they had cast the legend lore spell. Shares this knowledge same use. So
Oh,
one's more
beautiful. So
like
then it would benefit everyone then, even if we had both, I
yeah,
feel like.
yeah. So like the library would be like, here's some things I heard, and the archive would be like, here's facts.
Cool. All right. So yeah, I'll take an archive then. So just to close out then, my lineup will be a barracks, a greenhouse, a reliquary, a teleportation circle, and an archive.
I thought you decided to skip the teleportation circle.
I thought that's the one that gives us a wizard in the town, right?
Yeah, but the Wiz is gonna live on the center island,
Oh, gee, I'm so sorry. Do you
and
think
they're gonna have a teleportation.
is Ronan here and maybe he could speak for a while and I can think about the fifth building for a minute?
Sure. When we get back to you, I'll tell you what size.
Beautiful. Thank you.
And you also said like that's I'm still kind of confused about because you said we have 16 squares, but this is a lot of like rooms to add.
No. I was saying there's I'm gonna give you the room sizes in squares. But
Okay, but we
it's
have
not
16.
it's not to start off. You have two rooms. You have a 2x2 square room and then a 4x4. So you have a 4 square room and a 16 square room. Those rooms are just like basic rooms. It could be like your bedroom and your kitchen or something. And then you're gonna get 5 more rooms that are special in addition.
Okay.
And each of those rooms will have their own. But right now you have 2 rooms, one that's 4 squares, in another room.
Okay.
What's up, Jonah? We're building New Bastion. We're gonna build a whole new town now. But yeah, so each of these rooms, along with their description in the DM's guide, tells you how large they are. For example, the archive is roomy. So if I go back to that first page, roomy is the fair one. Some of the rooms are vast, 36 squares, and depending on what you pick, determine what size, and then you can spend money to make them big.
Okay.
So, any ideas? What you're looking for, or would you like the list again, or anything?
Well, so far, is there one that's like for potions and stuff?
I'm gonna presume that the lab would be that, but let's look. Um, Craft alchemist supplies, craft poison. Let's see. Garden library. Oh, depending on what you want to make, because I'm pretty sure. Yeah, like for example, in the gardens, you would grow all this stuff for potions, stuff like um, greenhouse would make healing herb poison. Um,
Okay,
but
well,
what?
I guess before we get into that, then I'm gonna do the zoo one because that seems very ranger-like and
All right,
animal-like.
the menagerie,
The menagerie.
and the menagerie is a vast space. Get ready for this. 36 squares you have to build your menagerie.
36 by 30. What? No, so that's what?
Uh,
That's 18,
by
18,
8.
18 by
Okay.
18, right? Yeah,
No, that's wait.
that's 36.
6
That's
by
36
6.
squares. No, you said
6 times.
36 by 36, right? I mean, you said
No,
36
36.
squares.
36 squares, not 36 squared.
Right, 36 squares, which would be 18 by 18,
It would be
No,
right?
6 by 6.
it would be
6
6
by
by
6?
6, Remy.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Oh, this is a bad thing.
6 rows
Hold on
of
a second.
6. Yeah.
Yeah. But it doesn't have to be 6 by. It could be 5 by
Okay, 6 by 6.
whatever. It could be any
Yeah.
shape you want. It just has
The
to
important thing
be
is you have
36 squares.
36. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just
Um,
figuring it out that way. It's just easier.
yeah. But all right. What else are you looking for there?
So I guess I want to do all food and potion based stuff. So I
All
don't
right.
know which ones are those.
Um,
I get to choose
Well, I
5
should
of
definitely
these.
give
well,
him the greenhouse then.
yeah, we've got garden and greenhouse.
Well, I'll do the garden then.
What is this storehouse?
I'll be back shortly. I just got to use the restroom.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Yeah, but so it looks like really garden and greenhouse are the only growing type things. What else are you looking for?
Growing, and that also includes potions then.
Oh, and you want to do potions?
So I'll do the garden.
Mm, 7. I don't use the DM's guide hardly at all because it's mostly magic items, stuff like that. And we don't really, a lot of it doesn't cross over. I can't really give you some of the items that would be in regular D. There's no way to replicate their effects or whatever.
Mm.
13. Yeah.
Like in like a game of D&D, everybody gets to pick so many bastions. Is there really enough, or is it beneficial to overlap some?
I mean, yeah, like it couldn't hurt for like 2 characters to have library characters. There's you know, say for example, the library. You were like, okay, I want to research this thing. Oh, okay, you guys can find out Marivel with this library. Find out about doppelganger.
Okay.
Depending on how you want to, research stuff. And even if you just think your character would like a library, that's reason to have one. Doesn't necessarily need.
Okay. Then I'll do a garden. I'll do the greenhouse.
All right.
And I'll do a library.
All right. You got 2 more. Oh, the menagerie, right?
Yeah, I got one more, right? So
Yeah.
it's 4. Um, what's a good one? Is there anything that kind of relates to bows or weapons or like?
Um, there's a training area. Let's see what that does. You can have more than one training area. It might be an open courtyard, a gymnasium, music or dance hall, or a cleverly built gauntlet of traps and hazards. It might contain inanimate targets for weapon practice, padded mats, other equipment, yada 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 yada. Um, you can choose a trainer from the following types: a battle expert, a skills expert, tools expert, unarmed combat expert, or a weapon expert. Um, and each of them give you a different thing, or it can train you in a proficiency, your choice, or a tool. Uh, they can train you with different weapons.
Yeah, let's do training then.
All right, so training area. All right,
Sure.
so let's see. Garden is 16 squares, so 4 by
4 by
4.
4. I gotta write this down.
A greenhouse is also 4 by 4. Library is 4 by 4. Menagerie is 6 by 6. And what was the other one? Oh, training area.
Training.
That's also 6 by.
Cool.
Monday, did you figure your bits?
I think he still stepped away. He said he went to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Also, I decided I think I'm gonna build over here. I'm gonna build it by these trees and by this farm. It seems the most naturey. I
Yeah.
like the shade.
Your garden.
Yeah, and I got this big open field and this little. I love this path with these bushes lined with it.
Yeah. That's when I was coming here, I was following the. I was plateau that ground.
Yeah. I'm gonna put put it right here and probably like have it maybe go into the water a bit.
Yeah, yeah. And like I was saying, you can make all your, you could make a little standalone cabin that's just your two original rooms. Like I was saying, it's your kitchen and and then
Uh-huh.
you could have your menagerie be totally separate. You could put your menagerie,
Okay.
someplace.
Okay.
Maybe this is your menagerie over here.
Yeah.
But don't feel like you need to pile everything right up itself. Maybe you're like, oh, this would be a really cool place for like archery stuff, or but it's not even close to your. But
Right.
like I said, I kind of want to circle the lake with the town. And again, obviously, if you want to build up, you know, great tower, Khan's tower going straight up, feel free.
Yeah.
Don't feel constrained to any the rules. I'd rather.
True.
uh, and like I was saying, there was a point where I was like, oh, I'll make them, for the first little bit, like harvest materials, gonna turn off crafting,
I'm back.
build
Sorry about
all
that.
that. That's all right. But I was like, that's gonna be tedious, and it's gonna, people are gonna have to. We're not gonna go all the way to Chicago bamboo.
Yeah.
I'd much rather like, especially given the fact that like in world terms, you guys are, there's no like, oh, I wouldn't. It would just matter. You know what I mean?
Right.
That could be better spent building a cool thing than actual survival grinding. But any thoughts on your final list there, Monday?
Yes, I did have a thought. I think I will keep the greenhouse if Remy's gonna take the garden instead, because again, it might compound like the library and the archive does.
Yeah, yeah.
And then for the final room, I think I will actually take the meditation hall because I was thinking about it like why not, right? Like it's only beneficial. And
Yeah, yeah.
I'm assuming anyone can use it, right? It's not just me who can use it, right? Like,
Um, I presume.
because like if that's the case, it makes it even better. Because even if I wouldn't necessarily benefit from that 7-day thing, what if Trone's character would, or you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, yeah. Um, it does say you can
okay,
meditate in this facility. It doesn't, it doesn't say a person could meditate, so I think it might only apply to you.
okay, all right.
But
Well, that still does fit the motif out of character. That still fits the motif of my character being the religious one.
yeah, yeah, sure. But all right. So what were your rooms again? Well,
It would be a barracks, a greenhouse, a reliquary, a meditation hall, the big room, the small room, the 4 square room, the 16 square room, and the last one. Why did it delete it? For some reason, it got cut off the list. I am sorry. The last one. Oh, geez. Come on. I'm sorry. I got to click.
all right. That's all right. Here, I'm gonna tell you things. And your barracks is 16 squares, 4x4.
Okay.
Your greenhouse is also 4x4.
15, 4x4. Okay.
Your meditation chamber is 2x2.
Meditation chamber. 2x2.
Then what were the other ones you wanted?
The archive.
Oh, right. Your archive is 4x4. Then what was the last one?
4. I'm gonna take. I have the barracks is in there. The greenhouse is in there. The meditation chamber. The archive. I'll take the
The reliquary.
Yeah. Thank you. That was the one.
The reliquary is also 2x2.
2x2. Let's go.
Very, very, very cramped. Apparently.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. That
Usually
actually
call them
makes sense.
cloistered
Though.
priests.
Yeah.
Perfect. I have it all written down, and I know what I can build. Let's go. Can I name everyone again? Is that cool?
Yeah. You can
Expected now.
import your old place too.
Some of them, but some of them we had fallouts when I had to leave. It wasn't, my decision, but people are people.
Oh wow. It is 10:09. You guys know that?
I did actually. When I went upstairs, I realized it. Yes.
Right on. Well, that means we're coming right up on the end of tonight's episode. Heck, we may have reached it. This is it. We did it. We're at the end. Like I was mentioning to the other folks Monday, if you want to build your little meditation chamber over in between those two trees and you want your bedroom to be over at the base of the cliff, you're
oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna do that. Thank you.
Don't feel like you have to stick all your stuff right on top of it. You're welcome to.
I'm allowed to have the no bedroom, right? Like, because my character kind of doesn't like sleeping under roofs. Is it okay if I have like a camp set up for my bedroom?
Yeah, that's fine.
Cool.
As long as it has the footprint of those characters.
Awesome. Perfect.
Space.
I'm gonna do a really adorably absurd 4x4 bedroom that is just like a really lazy outdoor camp.
But I want you guys to feel free over the next week or so to pop in and work on your bastions if you want. We'll do more obviously on next week's pressure too. But if you want to, feel free to pop in, throw some. And I know Spicy isn't here, but if you can hear me, Spicy, this is the spot. There's a yellow flag. What? Come on, menu. There we go. There's a yellow flag right here, Spicy. See it? One. North of town. Town right here. Armando. Come straight up here. Bam. It's only like 500 meters or something. But yeah, feel free to come in, guys, and work on your stuff. and your things. And yeah, we will establish the borough of complexity or whatever it ends up being named. Euroville. I don't know. I'm sure you guys come up with something better than I could. But yeah, do you guys want to do outros? We'll get out of here.
Oh yeah.
You guys want to roll for it, or you want to just fight to the death? You have a knife
You can
fight
go first.
for outros.
I'll
Go first.
I can go first if that's okay.
Yeah.
I'm not
You hear
like
that, Monday?
rushed to
You hear that,
leave.
Monday? You hear
You go
that?
first.
Remy's afraid of you. As soon as I said you guys could knife fight, Remy was, "You can go first."
Yeah, he's afraid of the holy dill.
I think you
Actually, the
guys-
truth is he just doesn't want to smell like brine.
I think you guys should.
Sure.
I think you guys should knife fight. But before we do outros and before I erase it off my dry erase board, the Shere Khan as a Rakshasa was casting DC 18 spells. He could detect thoughts, disguise self, cast Mage Hand and Minor Illusion at will. Could charm person, detect magic, become invisible, cast major image or suggestion up to 3 times a day. Could also once per day dominate person, fly, plane shift, and cast true seeing. He had 2 attacks per round, which he never used a single one, but had he +7 to attacks, armor class 16 and speed of 40. Also, I gave him a small. Those are all just abilities that he has as a fiend. Um, but then he also could cast spells. But then the greater doppelgangers had armor classes of 15, speeds of 30, and at will could cast confusion, haste, and mirror image. They also had 2 attacks per round. All right, I'm erasing it. We can do outros now. Monday, go.
I'm Monday Olives. You've been watching Kaverns Klombos streamed live every Tuesday from 8 to 10 p.m. ET here at the Long Tom Lounge on YouTube. You can catch me on my own channel at Monday Olives on YouTube. I'm gonna be having stuff soon. I promise. I know I keep saying that. It's actually gonna happen soon. I promise. I just a lot going on this month, so just bear with me. But thank you for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment below to boost us. Yeah, Kaverns Klombos. Let's go. 100 years.
Right, 100 years. Yeah, like, comment, subscribe. You guys can comment anything you want. Tell me about how your week went. Comment.
That will be great.
Switch back. But Monday, quick look at the stream. Look how lonely you.
I look. Sad little pickle.
Poor Monday, all alone. All alone.
Oh, even my pickled puppy is sad because they've been there the whole time and I'm not acknowledging them. I'm still pretending I'm alone.
Oh, poor dog. All right. Thank you as always for coming out Monday. It's a pleasure. And I can't wait to see what you build next week or next week, whenever the building occurs. But everybody be sure to check out Monday Olives on YouTube in the meantime. And we'll keep our eyes peeled for your content as well. Have you been putting out links for your like Neopets thing you sent me?
No. That's it's not even live at the moment, actually.
Right
those were just like tests. Yeah.
Yeah, like a proof of concept. Yeah. It was wildly complicated. Rest.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. It was they're cool. They're fun. They're fun little doohickeys for sure.
Again, I had planned to spend more time with it free, but that it's down now.
Yeah, it will eventually be back up. I just figuring some things out.
Well, I'll look forward to it. I won't spoil it for the audience, but everybody be sure to check out Monday channel
Aw, yeah.
and tell them Long Tom sent you. Get you extra
That's
points.
right.
Extra
I'll definitely
olive
shout you
point.
out.
Yeah. Hey,
Better
that's all
like
I can ask
Clamato. That's
for.
all the olives I have is Clamato olives.
But that's gonna bring us alphabetically to Remy Lexington.
Hola. Yeah, just been you can find me streaming on TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube. And lately I just been rocking the Minecraft, kind of chillaxing, relaxing streams. You know, hanging out, talking about games, talking about all sorts of stuff. And every now and then putting out some funny shorts. Hopefully I'm gonna eventually maybe get into making maybe some little tutorials of what I've been learning in Minecraft, or well, I don't know. We'll see where it goes from there. Right now, I've just been enjoying the vibe of Minecraft. So come on by and vibe with me.
Yeah, I've always wanted to get into it. Like I said before, I just can't bring myself to. I feel like there's so much of it, and I'm so far behind. But then I would also.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny you say that because I actually can't play it because I get too into it, but I really enjoy watching Remy streams because I get to enjoy Minecraft without falling into that pit hole.
Right. That's a good point.
I
Everybody else who's afraid of becoming a Minecraft addict, check out Remy Lexington.
Yeah. And I mean,
I said that as a joke, but I'm being honest. His streams, like I've watched a few lately, the Minecraft ones, they are epic. I like the one a couple days ago was so epic. It was awesome.
Well, thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. That's what I kind of try to do is just kind of keep that like vibe going with you know, because the game itself is so chill. And again, a lot of people have this like idea because people play it so differently. I've been trying to find some other streamers that I can kind of follow, but so many people are doing things that I'm like, I don't even know what's going on in these streams. Some guys they're like doing like speed runs and stuff, and I'm like, you know, that's not my thing. But you know, it's good. It's like a little thing for everybody, and yeah, it's cool. I mean, people can make machines. There's like animated stuff, like trap doors and moving doors and all this other stuff. And yeah, it's come a long way since the game originally came out. And yeah, I'm here for it.
They certainly don't have
Mhm.
complexity. Uh, uh, being Earth, pretty much.
Yeah, yeah. I think the only thing is that like because I'm playing both Java and Bedrock. And in the Bedrock world, I'm in a realm, so it's just somebody else's realm that like you can pay for, so you have like a server, so you can I think have up to 10 people in the world even when you're not there. But
Hmm.
basically, what they were saying was that if I go too far from where everyone else is, then it's kind of will get a little bit more laggy. But besides that, yeah, you can go on forever, and there's no complexity. People are building
The
crazy stuff. It's just basically what your computer, or it'll just like slow down or whatever. But
Yeah. I've seen like literal 1-to-1 scale New York City.
yeah,
You know,
yeah,
insanity.
Yeah, those are running on super powerful computers. There
Oh
is
yeah.
a cap, but it's just hardware based, not
Oh
like
yeah.
Lego does
But
it.
I
yeah.
mean, geez, even the time that would much less, you know,
Oh,
Well,
some
the
things I've seen
skill to
take
do
literal
it.
years.
well,
Yeah.
the thing is that some people, what I've been seeing, like they have these worlds that they have shared this full-on communities of like, you know, 20, 30, 40 people on these servers that are just living in this, existing in this world, and they've just been working together and building things. And so like over 13 years, 13, 14 years, it's like their whole their own world becomes their own myths of just like what existed, what didn't, factions develop and things like that. And it's all what like the person, you know, who owns the server, they can put their own mods to the game if they want like certain things, if you want guns, if you want I don't know, to fly around, superpowers and stuff like that. So, yeah, there's a lot. I'm just trying to play vanilla Minecraft with a few shaders and a couple little add-ons, like a mini map. But I figure after that, then maybe I'll explore other cool things or join other, because people keep trying to invite me to their worlds, and I'm like, I'm gonna spread myself too thin. Like, I don't have the capacity to be playing in all these different worlds. But yeah, game is freaking cool. I'm here for it, and you can play it on mobile too.
You know what just occurred to me?
What?
You could ask Sky to.
Yeah. She's been with me. I fished her. She came out of the fishing little lake.
Yeah, thank goodness she had that thing of.
Yeah, seriously.
Way to fish up a skeleton.
For real. That'd been creepy.
Yeah. Is it just me, or does the stream look really good tonight? Have you guys noticed?
I think it does.
Like it's like
It does.
it's like there's HDR on the stream.
Can I ask you a question?
Maybe the AI knew what it was talking about. Ask away.
Is there HDR tonight?
I don't listen, man. That's
Let's go.
there is a noticeable lag in between what's happening on Xbox happening on stream. So you'll notice some like copy because I'm waiting other screen to catch up again. Because I don't believe it's gonna make it there. But anyways, enough about me. Let's talk about Remy. Thank you, sir, for coming out as always.
Thank you,
It's a
and
pleasure.
thank you for having me. Of course.
Can't wait to see what you do in the training area and menagerie. Is it gonna be like the Bronx Zoo, or is it gonna be like the
maybe like the Central Park Zoo.
Hey, we'll get you some rollers. But everybody be sure to check out Remy Lexington on most social platforms. And that's gonna bring us to Trone. Where you at, Trone? King in the mountain over
I'm
here,
up here.
building. I'm coming. Hold on, wait for me.
Trying to, anyway.
You're like, if it wasn't for this silly block list, I'd Oh,
Yeah, I was gonna use that.
That's what's up. Heck yeah.
I was gonna use the Raven default, but once you said the build limits, I was like, all right, well, that's gonna exceed it a little bit.
Right.
And then just tweak it.
Yeah. Looking good.
Yeah. I like the windows that are visible through, so.
Dun, 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 dun.
So yeah, thanks for tuning in, everybody. I was able to finally get back on YouTube to stream. So starting tomorrow, I'm going to do a vlog style expert mode stream using a Mandalorian as the character. I created up a little shipwrecked site where he crash landed in a place called the Shattered Rim, and that's what I'm going to be working on tomorrow at 9 a.m. Should be fun. Tomorrow's going to be resource gathering and getting a base camp set up.
That's on Shadowrun Studios, correct?
Oh yeah, back on YouTube, baby.
Glad you got that figured out finally. That was a huge pain in the butt for you.
Oh man, a year and a half already. Yeah. And then of course, definitely anticipating Star Wars Zero Company when that comes out, so I could get streaming on that type of content again.
I'm excited to play that. I might not stream it, but I want to keep my channel just strictly LEGO Fortnite if I can. But I'm definitely gonna play the heck out of it.
There's builds in it.
Right.
It's still build related.
Yeah.
Ask ChatGPT what you should do.
I wanted to buy the new Lego Batman, stream that, but then I was like, that's not really, I'm conflicted even about doing other Lego separate IP.
Genre.
Oh yeah, completely different genre. Turn-based strategy, cozy survival world.
Yeah, it should be fun though. But yeah, that's pretty much what I've been working on. Glad that chaos is over, and glad to get back to just some real gaming again.
Yeah.
By the way, I don't like the way this is coming out, so I'm going to bulldoze the whole thing again and start over.
Yeah. I was about to say I was surprised you weren't building over here where all the horses. I would have built my house overlooking right here. Lord of the land.
Yeah, I'll figure something out.
Yeah. We got plenty of time. Heck yeah. And I said you're streaming tomorrow morning at 9?
9. For about an hour and a half, maybe 2.
Right on. 9 a.m. Eastern time for those of you who might not be here in the States.
Exactly. And then I'm going to either make it a Thursday running series after that, and then I'll go from there, because that's usually one of my days off, and got a couple of crazy shit builds I want to try out too, so yep. So I'll still be doing all that stuff. It'll be fun. And of course, anybody sees me online, you want to pop on in, I don't care. We're all family here.
Right.
But that's all I got. Use code LongTom, and I'll let him say the rest.
Not much more to be said, but everybody be sure to check out Shadowrun Studios. Rune's new expert run through on his recently regained ability to stream on YouTube. And make sure to like, comment, and subscribe as well. But I think that's gonna do it for us tonight here at the lounge. Join us next week, same bat time, same bat channel, as we build up and possibly name this new endeavor. And then, yeah, we'll see what happens there. Thank you everybody for coming out as always. Monday, Remy, Spicy, Throne, everybody in chat. I can't believe we summoned Serto. How cool is that?
That was awesome.
We're gonna have to try it again next week. We got Luffy and Jonah out again, as they're starting to become regulars. I appreciate always. But of course appreciate all my loungelings and lovely lurkers. You make it all worthwhile. Use code LongTom, play my map, stuff and things. Yeah. That was all of it, right? We did the whole thing?
All of it.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, we'll see you next week. Bye. I'm just kidding.
Nope, no.
I'm just kidding. We did all the other things, so that means there's only one thing left to do. Say goodnight, adventurers.
What's that? Good night, adventurers.
Good night, adventurers. We'll see you next week. Bye.